What's up, everybody? Today I want to cover a very big announcement from TrueNAS talking about virtualization plans going forward. There have been a lot of complaints, basically, about the way that Incus virtualization has been working, and that's understandable. I released a video last week talking about how to just launch a Windows 10 or Windows 11 VM in the Instances tab of TrueNAS 25.04.1, and it's not exactly straightforward. It took a little bit of really just tweaking to get it right, and it's really hard. Not a lot of users want to go through that, especially considering that on Electric Eel 24.10 it was nowhere near this difficult. Now, mind you, 25.04 brings in things like LXCs, and I think that's really cool, and I think there's a lot of possibility in that. But there's been so many complaints that there's been a post on this. So if you come over to forums.truenas.com, I'm going to link this post in here. It's under the announcement. It's the TrueNAS virtualization plans for 25.04.2, and this is what they're saying. Basically, they're going to re-enable the old style virtualization from 24.10. When I say the old style, I mean virtualization before Incus. So, of course, that's kind of a victory because a lot of people really like that virtualization. Now, mind you, that virtualization left a lot to be desired. That's why Incus was brought in the first place, but it feels like it's just a little bit rushed and it wasn't where the community really wanted it to be. So TrueNAS iXsystems has heard you and is now going to kind of not revert, but modify things going forward for the July release. So in end of July, which you'll see that is announced at the bottom of this here, end of July 2025 is when 25.04.2 will come out. Once that happens, there's going to be two tabs for virtualization. As you'll see in 25.04.1, that there is basically just one Instances tab right now, and that brings us to the experimental tab, which is where Incus lives. There's going to be two tabs over here come end of July. There's going to be virtualization probably on top, and then Instances underneath it. Instances is going to continue to function just the way it did with Incus, but the virtualization tab is going to be the old style virtualization from 24.10. Now, why does that matter? That matters if you're on Electric Eel. So right here in this paragraph, you'll see it says Electric Eel users will be able to update to Fangtooth and seamlessly migrate their VMs and benefit from all the other advances in 25.10. The virtualization capabilities be treated as normal, not experimental. Electric Eel users with VMs are advised to wait for 25.04.2 before updating to Fangtooth. So if you were one of these guys on 24.10 Electric Eel and you had VMs and you have not migrated because you know it's going to break, and it will, so that's a good call on your part, 25.04.2 is not going to break because it has the virtualization tab enabled. You're going to be able to seamlessly just upgrade to 25.04.2, and your VMs are going to be just fine. So the question then is going to be, hey, say for example, I actually like Incus, and I actually do. If I like Incus and I already have some stuff set up, like you'll see here, I have a pterodactyl LXC, I have a qubit LXC, I might have a Windows 10 or 11 VM that I've already set up that I like. What's going to happen to me? The answer is nothing. Going forward to 25.04.2, which is the July release of Fangtooth, the July update to Fangtooth, we're going to be able to keep doing both. So if you have an LXC, you're not going to lose that. But the big question then becomes, well, that's great, but what about the fall, 25.10? What's going to happen in 25.10? Right now, it says additional details on the virtualization for Goldeye, which is 25.10, will be discussed in more detail as it approaches beta in August. But right now, what they have said is that you're not going to lose anything. So if you, for example, start with virtualization VMs and Incus and have LXCs, you're going to be migrated. It says right here, Fangtooth systems can later be updated to Goldeye, and all virtualization VMs will migrate smoothly. Instant VMs, which is Incus, will also be migrated, and but some manual configuration changes may be required if you're using PCI Express or USB devices and pass-throughs. So if you have stuff going on in instances, whether it be LXCs or VMs, you're going to be able to migrate to 25.10, and it's going to be fine as of right now. There might be a little bit of tweaking necessary if you're using pass-through. So if you guys are doing some advanced stuff, I'm thinking about the Home Assistant users out there. I know you guys like to use pass-through a lot. That's going to be kind of questionable right now. We don't know how much seamless migration is going to be able to be built in by iXsystems, or how much of that is going to have to be you guys running some stuff on your end. So more details will be announced as it gets a little bit later, but that's the news for right now. If you're on Electric Eel and you're waiting to upgrade, end of July, you can upgrade. If you're on Incus right now and you want to eventually go back to the old style, you can do that in July. If you're on Incus and you want to stay on Incus, you can do that in July and apparently in the fall as well as of right now. So if you want to read more about that, I'm going to include the link to this in the video description. If you want to watch the video itself and listen to these guys talk about it, the two Chris's, they, for the first about 9 minutes or so of this video, discuss the virtualization aspect of it. If you want to jump ahead to what I'm going to announce next week, this is the image storage change. You'll see that down at 25 minutes and 46 seconds. I'll also include this link in the video descriptions. You guys can come and listen to it yourself out of the mouths of the guys who actually work at iXsystems. So thank you guys so much for listening to my little update, my talking head video. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Please, if you haven't done so, like and subscribe to this channel and tell your friends to like and subscribe. If you want to have some discussion about this, is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Leave your comment below in the comment board on this video. If you want to have a very in-depth discussion about it, jump on the Servers at Home Discord. And if you want to say thank you to me personally, please buy me a coffee.